A Western Conference playoffs first round rematch between two teams that are trying to find their way before it becomes too late this season. Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies in LA to take on LeBron and the Lakers. And early on, LeBron was cooking with fish grease. Oh, he's skipping. He nailing three-pointers. Lakers go up. Here comes the Grizzlies. It's Marcus Smart nailing the three. And then Desmond Bane on the same type of time. I'm going to assume he probably put in the same type of grind. Ja Morant in the third. It's easy juice. He had 21, 7, and 7. LeBron, he can get to his spots and connect on easy deuces as well. LeBron had 32 points. Testy moment midway through the third. Jaren Jackson and LeBron fighting for a loose ball. Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins is going to hit the court. He couldn't see why LeBron pushed Jackson first. It's because Jaren grabbed a hold of LeBron's arm and Taylor went to the court mid-possession of the Lakers. You can't do that. That's a technical foul. We will play on. That moment would incite AD first as Davis would take over this basketball game. Nasty crossovers to the rim where nobody can stop him. And then AD spinning, winning, and dealing. The big fella in purple had 31 points as well. After AD got incited, the Grizzlies would then spark a huge fourth quarter behind their head coach. It's Jaren for three. And then Marcus Smart, he went to Jaren's inside. Good decision. Jackson Jr. had 31. He wasn't alone. Bane had the hot hand. He had 24. He wasn't alone either. Smart nailed 8 three-pointers for a season-high 29. And the Grizzlies get a little get back on the Lakers. Your final, 127-113 from the Crypto.com arena. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code Pharaoh, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code Pharaoh, and your first deposit will get doubled. Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets back home after spending some time on the West Coast. They got the Orlando Magic in their building. Orlando's been struggling on the road. It looked like Orlando would get bounced in Denver early as Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon make plays to help the Nuggets take the early lead. But here comes the young phenom, Paolo Banchero. You got to say it with me. Banchero got to the money in this one. Jamal Murray with a nasty crossover on the rookie. Effective. And then Jokic, we already know what his body looked like. Nikola had 29 points, also put the Magic in a spin cycle as perfectly illustrated by Jokic's Denver teammates. Nuggets would get up by as many as 18. Second half, Orlando makes a run. Mo Wagner, he had 19 points. Banchero nails the three. He had 32 points. Jalen Suggs got a look and knocked it down. He had a career-high 27 points. And then on that baseline, Cole Anthony showing you what hard work can do. He had 23. You get 101 from the top 4 players in Orlando. We got a tie game here down the stretch. 11 seconds to go. It's Banchero trying to finish just like Aaron Gordon finished. He's fouled by Jokic, and the young fella Banchero makes both the free throws. So Orlando's up a deuce. 8 seconds to go. This ball's got to be in the hands of Jokic, right? He actually gives it up to Murray, who nearly makes this difficult shot. Multiple Magic in the vicinity. I'm sorry, man. I got the best player in the world in Jokic on my squad. As great as Jamal Murray is, to me, Jokic has got to have that ball. Banchero goes triple-double alongside those 32 points. The Magic, more importantly, get the 2-point win. James Harden doing his best Zion Williamson impersonation as the Clippers take to Louisiana to go to war with the Pelicans. First quarter, Harden can do more than flex. He can make dimes like that to Ivica Zubac who puts Jonas Valanciunas on the bad end of the poster. Brandon Ingram pulling up and showing you that he's got the wicked jump shot. Ingram and the Pelicans take the early lead, but the Clippers do come storming back as Russell Westbrook storms after the steal. Brody's been doing this thing for quite some time. Nothing new there. The breakaway jam from Russell Westbrook. Brody's got a nice group of teammates as well who could get it done, as James Harden nails the wide open three, and then PG 1-3 putting Jose Alvarado in the post. And how about giving the baby over to Brody? Brody's like, I'll take that baby off your hands. I'll babysit. As the Clippers have too much fun, Zion says enough of that. All right, get this out of here, Norman Powell. I'm tired of y'all. Don't come in our building, babysitting, and all this mess. I'm here to play basketball, says Mr. Williamson. The Clippers says so are we. Paul George nails another three-pointer. It's a 15-point game, third quarter. Zion trying to do all he can to bring his squad back. The unfortunate news for Williamson, though, is he left this game early with a right leg contusion. Not good news for the Pelicans. But here's some good injury news for the Clippers. Their guy that's always banged up, Kawhi Leonard, was it good to go in this one. He had 19 points, including a couple of corner threes. Clippers up a bunch and counting its PG 1-3, 4-3. You see what I did there? And then Harden finds Brody in the corner. How about it? Russell Westbrook back on the babysitting mission. And then Norman Powell no longer getting blocked by Zion. He's making buzzer-beating threes at the end of the quarter. It is the Pelicans falling to the Clippers behind 24 points from Paul George, 111-95. The new look Raptors were in Sacramento against the same look Domantas Sabonis-led Kings, and trust and believe Sabonis was in his bag, and it's Birkin. All this one, Kings would go out in front because Sabonis said they're about to go out in front. Getting to the money early and often. A 12-point first got the Kings already out to a double-digit lead. Trey Lyles joins the party in the second, and just like Sabonis, he was getting buckets. 13-point game. Kings got weapons now, though. Named Emmanuel Quickly. And then Quickly, not only a scorer, he can dime it up as well. He finds Jakob Poeltl inside. Keegan Murray can rock the cradle, shoot that thing, whatever you need him to do. The Kings call on him, good idea. He nails the three. We're still in the first half. The Kings already got 77 points as De'Aaron Fox goes and one. Third quarter, it's more De'Aaron, Little Boy Day tomorrow on that baseline. Spins back to his right side, shows you what grind can do. Now Sabonis crashing the boards. He did a lot of that in this one. He had 15 rebounds to go along with 11 assists and 24 points. That's a triple-double. Sacramento's up 19, but it's the NBA. Everybody makes a run, even when your name's been involved in trade rumors like Pascal Siakam. And then the three is good. Kings down by a reasonable amount in the fourth. It's Sabonis to Monk. Beautiful lob. Sabonis making it easy for his guy to finish at the rim. The Raptors not going to make it easy on Sacramento, though. How about Chris Boucher crashing the boards? Raptors down by 10 again. They get the deficit down to 5. How about Scotty Barnes finding his new teammate? And it's quickly cutting this game down to a deuce. Kings in the clutch call on one of the game's best. It's Fox. He had 24 points. Raptors got to have a bucket down 3. Quickly gets his number called. The new Raptor is no good on the game time 3-point attempt, which means Sacramento's going to hold on by the thinnest of hairs, 135-130, to take down the Raptors. Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns play host to the Miami Heat. I can't say Jimmy Butler in the Heat because he didn't play, but Jaime Jaquez Jr. did. Listen, this year's been about Wemby and Chet at the top of the rookie class, but be clear, Jaquez Jr. and Derek Lively of the Dallas Mavericks, those dudes have been really good thus far in their young careers. Devin Booker, he was really good out the gate. 13th overall pick, Devin Booker was. A lot of teams made mistakes, by the way, on that one. As Kevin Love responds with a 3. We go to the Bradley Beal show. Still trying to figure it out in Phoenix. This was one of the good figure-out games. We're close in the second as Bam Adebayo spins and scores. He had 28 points and 11 rebounds for Miami. But the star of this show was none other than Grayson Allen. In the first half, he nailed 7 3-pointers. He had 23, and he wasn't done as Adebayo gets another deuce at the rim. It's Booker nailing the mid-range jump shot. Phoenix takes the lead. Let's take a break and come back. When you come back, it's going to be more of the same. Bill, Booker, and Grayson Allen getting it done for Phoenix with no Kevin Durant. Booker and Bill, by the way, had 19 assists combined in this one. Suns, pretty much with no starting point guard. They did it by committee in this one. It was a good committee as Bill finds Bo, the big fella, scores acrobatically, and then Bradley Beal joins the fun. The jump shot is good over the rookie, plus the foul. Bill had 25, 8, and 9. And then on that baseline, it's D-Book nailing the deuce. I did mention to you this was Grayson Allen's night, so how about finishing with him as he makes a career-high 9 3-pointers. He had 31 points as the Suns take care of business against the Heat without no Jimmy Butler. 113-97 your final. Kyrie Irving set to give it a go without his running mate. No Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks as they host the Portland Trail Blazers. I don't want to spoil the highlight for you. Trust and believe you still want to tap into your boy, but Dallas didn't need Luka. They had Kyrie, and they had an abundance of weapons to take care of business against the Blazers in Texas. Irving lighting it up early. He had 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. And he wasn't alone. Tim Hardaway Jr., somehow, some way for his team, he made a play. And then Steph Curry on the same type of time. You know what my guess is? He probably put in the same type of grind. Curry got enough time to kick it with the cameraman as the Mavs take a double-digit lead on the Blazers. It's Jaden Hardy in transition. I love this pass that only Kyrie Irving does. It's kind of underhanded. He's just a nasty dude with a basketball in his hand. How about Josh Green beating the first half buzzer? Green was 7 of 8 from the field. You know what Dallas has done a great job of? Look, I don't know if this team is ready to make some significant noise out west just yet as Kyrie throws another one of those underhanded bounce passes to Hardy, who goes up top to Derrick Jones Jr. I think the Dallas Mavericks have done a great job of putting themselves in position to make a trade for a superstar. Again, I don't know when that day will be, how close we are to that day, but I'm just looking at this abundance of weapons as the Blazers get outscored by Dallas without Luka, 40-16 in the third. The biggest blowout since Luka got drafted in Dallas in a game he didn't play in. Mavericks put it on the Blazers. Just watch what your boy is saying here. I'm not saying today, tomorrow, but Dallas has a lot of weapons, not to mention Derek Lively didn't play. They got some pieces that can maybe help them go bring in that superstar to put them in that championship level. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors looking to get right against the NBA's worst. The Detroit Pistons are in town, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan Kuminga kicks the highlight off with a new haircut and a dunk. Other end, Alec Burks nailing the midi. And then it's Dario Saric, relentless in his approach. We're tied up. The former Warrior, James Wiseman, like, wait, y'all replacing me with Saric? Whose man's is this? Wiseman with the poster. And then Saric responds with a 3 to let Wiseman and Detroit know, yeah, they definitely replaced you for me. And it was a good move. Curry is irreplaceable, and he nails the 3-pointer. Then Curry just kind of flings it up there to his new big Tracy Jackson, who throws it down. And then Steph no longer passing in quarter number 3. Ugly spot here for the Warriors, trying to find their way. Chris Paul misses the 3, trying to get his own board. He's going to fracture his left hand on Jaden Ivey's shoulder chest region. He's going to be out for a significant amount of time. Warriors cannot afford that. which means guys like Curry and the rookie point guard Brandon Pajinski going to have to shoulder even more weight. At least Pajinski did a good job in this one, doing just that, nailing shots, grabbing boards without breaking his hand, and flying Klay Thompson for threes. Speaking of Klay Thompson for threes in the fourth, Thompson nails another one. He had 19. Pistons were game, though. Cade Cunningham atop of the key three. He had 30. On the other end, it's number 30, nailing the three. How about Cade Cunningham going right at Kuminga? Lil boy day tomorrow. We're tied up at 100. The last 92 seconds of this basketball game after the Bogdanovich three, though, were controlled by the chef. Curry scores 12 of his 26 in that 92-second period as the Warriors down the Pistons. You see Klay Thompson with the huge block, and then it's night-night time for Detroit. It's always night-night time for them. Steph and the Warriors maintain the W over the Pistons, 113-109.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So, please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.